Well, ladies and gentlemen, so welcome to our Venus through Nakshatra series, and today we're going to be covering Venus in the Nakshatra of Ardra. And what happens when Venus is in the sign of Gemini and in the Nakshatra of Ardra in your horoscope. And as always, if you do not know where your Venus is placed, all the other astrological details for that, check out the links here. Check out my full astrological report, including my books, Astrology, Conjunction, Aspects, and Mahadashas at the Speed of Light, including all my consultations here, including all the Nakshatra reading and Namamsha Nakshatra reading here. So, let's get started with our Venus Nakshatra. So, Venus, as you know, is in the Nakshatra of Ardra. And Ardra is a Nakshatra ruled by the deity known as Rudra. Rudra was created by the anger of Brahma from middle of his eyes, because Brahma created 4 sons and he wanted those 4 sons to take care of the world, take care of this planet, take care of, the other lokas, and they refused to. They're like, no, we don't want to. We love being in tranquility. We love being in this, Krishna consciousness, Vishnu consciousness. We don't want to deal with this mundane real world things and dealing with material things and atoms and black holes and whatnot. Just leave us alone. So they refused. They said, sorry, Brahma, our created father, we're not going to do it. Then Brahma, welcome to Mercury retrograde. I'm recording this for the 3rd time. I saw the most weird message come up on my camera in the middle of the recording. Okay, then I had to change my card. I changed my card because it's a memory card issue. But then I turned my audio off and I came back and I didn't turn the audio on. I feel like Rudra. I want to destroy everything. Anyway, I can handle this Mercury retrograde. It's amazing. I knew it was retrograding, but I did not care. I'm like, it's not going to affect me. It's affecting me. Oh. Is my face red? It's white. It's pale white from frustration of Rudra. Yes, I pulled my hair off today. I was so frustrated like Rudra. I'm like, ah! So anyway, Venus in the Ardra Nakshatra. And this is the perfect mood for Ardra Nakshatra. So as I was talking about, Ardra coming out from the middle of the eyebrows of Brahma after the 4 sons refused to take care of the world. So his anger created this thing called Rudra, Rudra, yeah. And Brahma, as you know, is all about creating. So if he's in lovely mood, he'll create like Soma, Rohini. If he's angry, Rudra is coming out. So Rudra is represented by teardrop. It's storm. The drop itself is equal to a massive storm. So now you're putting Venus in the Nakshatra of Ardra. Venus represents what? Love, spouse, marriage, compassion, arts. Venus is also Guru. So when Venus comes into the Nakshatra of Ardra, first of all, these people, whenever they express themselves creatively, they'll express themselves through storm. Like their character will be like a character who, when they get angry, they throw everything off the desk and they break the plates. Everything! Like they come out in a way where a hero can, just kill all the bad people. Or if they're playing a villain, they'll kill all the people. Like they want to wipe the slate clean in their art. The art can have like destruction of a dragon and blowing up every, city with the dragon. This is how they express their art. Or their art will have immense amount of sadness and emotions coming out. So because Venus represents the spouse itself, shows spouse, when they get angry, it's like Rudra coming out. They will throw things, they will wipe things off. Because remember, when I pick this up and I throw, I am taking it away from its spot to clean that spot, which is what Rudra is, wiping the slate clean. And because this nakshatra is controlled by Shiva, they're a devotee of Shiva. Like Mriksira nakshatra with the crescent moon, their affinity towards Shiva, here they become Shiva. That's why they always relate to Shiva. They're like, I don't want some peaceful God that I can worship. I want a God who can understand this storm and anger within me, which is Shiva. Looking at Shiva calms them down. Because remember, Shiva isn't this like, his eyes, remember, anytime they create Shiva, his eyes are always half open and half closed, like he's in tranquility. And the third eye, as you know, is like a crescent moon, half open. So whenever they see Shiva, they calm down, like, oh, okay, it's okay. I can handle this anger, because Shiva understands the storm within them. Naturally, these people become loners. They're kind of like outcasted within the family, within their friend circle. They'll have very limited amount of friend circle, like maybe 4 or less people as their friend, and especially maybe less than 2 sometimes. Early on in their life, they will come across situations where, they're playing with kids, or they're trying to play with kids, but kids will be like, oh no, this is our secret group. You can't be in it. Because it's funny, I was giving this reading to this person who had their moon in Ardra, and especially Saturn aspected moon from its third drishti of effort. But moon was also in Kemdhrum dosh. No planets around the moon. So that's where I asked this person, I mean, were you always ousted by either very old people or with your friend circle, because in the third house of friends? And I'm like, you just felt like you were just outcast. And they were like, to the ditto, yes. I never could fit in a friendly circle. They just wouldn't like me, or my thoughts would be different. I would say different things and they would just be like, who's this idiot? So obviously planetary aspects make a whole lot difference about if you're going to see the very extreme destructive side of that nakshatra or mellow side of the nakshatra. The side will be there. But you have to see the conjunction, especially the padha itself. The steps of the padha will give a whole lot more about the Venus. And especially early in life, they always, like throughout life, they will find some strong affinity towards animal versus humans. Let's say, you watch those infomercials where you see those kids from Africa and third world country, and they're trying to say, oh, please give us $1 a month and it'll make their life really good. They'll watch it, they'll get emotional a little bit seeing all that. But if they see abused animal commercial, they will forget $1, they'll give $100 towards that. They have affinity towards animals. And early in life, this person could have wanted to own a dog or cat, even like something as small as a rabbit. But because they were destined to be outcasted, they would be born in a family where family would be like, nope, you are not going to get a dog. We don't like dogs. We can handle them. They're too much responsibilities. Forget it. And this is where their Rudra starts taking shape. They become more rebellious. They're like, forget everybody. I don't care from my mom and dad what they say to me. I'm going to do my own thing here. So when they become independent, they may have like a lot of animals. Or they love living in isolation, like especially desert-like areas. They love living there. One thing also you notice with these people is that whenever they think about their past lovers, because remember, Venus is love, Venus is relationship. So whenever your spouse, of course they may not tell you that. Whenever they come across some, let's say, an old email written by an ex, they come across, photograph, or they run into their exes, no matter how much they hated them, no matter how bad the relationship was, they will internally cry. Like, oh my God, I remember that pain. Oh my God, I remember that love. So they will have a tendency to cry a lot, reminiscing about older times, whether they were bad or good. But for them, it becomes that emotional connection. And the thing is, because Rudra represents a teardrop, the more they cry, the better they feel. So if, let's say, you have a Ardra child, or let's say your spouse is, because Venus is here showing love and compassion, your spouse is Ardra Nakshatra. If they like to cry a lot, let them. They'll feel a whole lot better after crying. Maybe whatever you weren't getting, you might get it after they cry. So let them cry. And they're not afraid of crying. They'll cry on the camera. They're confessing, like if you watch some of your favorite YouTubers, maybe if they cry a lot, see if they may have a Ardra somewhere in their birth chart. Especially Navamsha. I mean, Navamsha nakshatras. I mean, they're your true internal self, man. It's, I mean, after learning this part from Sandeep, he gave me a private lesson on nakshatra, Navamsha nakshatra. I'm like, my God, this is deep. That's why, remember, Saturn's in Scorpio. It's at Gandhanta point. I mean, our spiritual and educational knots are being untied. So, but there's a whole lot more to Ardra Nakshatra, which I just don't like saying it because, there's a lot of negativity that comes out of here. And every nakshatra. So I only give a little bit that I know people can handle, but I'm very careful of what I discuss, what I don't discuss. Because as you know, I don't like giving a lot of negative information on my thing. Okay? So guys, this is my analysis of Venus in the Ardra Nakshatra. If you don't know my channel, subscribe below. And if you want to know where your Venus is placed, all your astrological details, not mine, yours astrological details and books, reports, consultations, check out the links here. Otherwise, we'll see you later. Bye-bye.